stealing it, Tyler.
Oh, it's okay.
Wait, do we start?
We're going.
Yes.
Hi, Hayden's here.
I'm
Hayden
here.
bought
I'm still in the
3,000 this
machine.
year.
Yippee.
You know, I think I like him better this way.
Yeah, man, he
Now I
smelled
can't pat
so
John
bad
slightly
in
too
person.
hard on the back all the time.
Welcome to the Role Slayers podcast, episode 47.
That's what my computer says.
I got the episode number right.
That's the first
I haven't
time.
gotten it right since like episode 12, probably. But thank you for joining us. As always, we have a few announcements to get out of the way before we jump into tonight's game. So, Jeremy, take it away.
Where is it so I can get it and take it away?
That one?
The camera?
You said take it away. What are we taking away?
All right, dad joke.
While you recalibrate, I think
okay.
the mic picked up on me joking that Hayden smelled bad, which is why we prefer the Hayden bot. And that was completely and totally a joke. And Hayden smells great. For the
He
listeners
smells
who
like
haven't
rainbows.
smelled him.
See,
he has
I
just
actually
a
did hear
great-
that and I ignored it because my feelings were so hurt.
Well, everyone should know that listens to the podcast what a pleasant, natural, and sometimes unnatural due to shampoo and whatever you're using. Anyway,
He smells exactly like beef ramen.
see, the viewers and listeners don't know.
It's like beef ramen, but without the sauce packet.
Yeah, so if we want to, we've already added the dimension
Just the
of
noodles.
the dimension
Umami.
of video. So if we want to add in the dimension of smell, go to your pantry, pull out some beef ramen, and just sizzle some of that, some of those juices up.
We need to record the episode.
Yes,
This is too long of a tangent.
Okay.
Thank you, Sirenscape. Thank you, Beyond Skyrim.
No, hold on. I got it. Y'all know that there is Skyrim music, but did you know that they made some music that was actually beyond that music?
No way.
It's called Beyond Skyrim. And you can find more out about it at beyondskyrim.org. Also,
if you have also been waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 to arrive for the past 10 years.
We have Skyrim Alexa to tide us over.
Oh, yeah.
So, or right after every intro, I play 30 seconds of sweet Beyond Skyrim sheet music.
What about Sirenscape?
Glad you asked. Sirenscape.com.
More like Sliderscape.
Sliderscape, dude. Nah, man, I never touch the stuff. Okay, but you don't have to touch it because you can. Well, I guess you do have to touch it. You have to do the slider and push the buttons. You could use a mouse, but you have to touch the mouse. So there's no contactless Sirenscape, which is kind of why
We're working on it.
Yeah,
working
that's why we're bringing it up because it's like a
in
bug.
R&D
It's
right
kind of
now.
a bug
Release
right
those
now.
gamer glove things, you know?
Anyways,
VR.
check it out. It creates ambiance that is not so much in the musical sphere, although they do have music too. So check it out.
Yeah, they have an all-in-one sort of thing too.
It's an all-in-one sort of thing.
The World Anvil. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Our affiliate link, worldanvil.pxf.io/rollslayers. That's us.
Yep, and speaking of Role Slayers, we have a code on Eldritch Foundry that you can use on checkout to get 15% off. Follow us on all our social platforms. We have a presence on almost all of them, and we exist on Twitter. We have a Patreon, which is new to us, which is pretty cool. So check that out too. It's in all our links and stuff, so you should be able to find it pretty easily.
Most importantly, join our Discord,
That is
where
what is
you
most
can
important.
discover a plethora of spells,
Newly moistened.
newly moistened. Check out that new power word moist thread. But yeah, thanks, John, for that. Was that you when you said
that was Hayden.
Oh, Hayden. Yeah, he does
can
the
blame him.
discussions. Yeah, he always starts all of the discussions.
Well, that said, why don't we dive into tonight's episode?
Let's do it. Come on.
I'm so ready to play.
So, last we left off, the party defeated the Oblix, accompanying Giorgio and Remy back to the Trebuchet Tavern, discussing plans and meeting one another. Giorgio mentioned that his boss was looking for enterprising adventurers to possibly hire. He was seeking a protection detail for the next 48 hours. His name was Caldwell Baynon. After questioning him for some time about specifics, he did let on that it would be potentially a difficult protection detail as he was being pursued by a devil. With that information in mind, the group decided to sleep on it, perhaps agreeing to the deal, perhaps not in the morning. They made their way back up to their individual bedrooms but not before meeting Kaya Dole, the new squire of Elin. As each of you went to bed, Venuthra, you had a dream wandering east into the forest of the Kingfisher, or not the Kingfisher thicket, the woods around Zagasnik, seeing corruption and blight, animals driven mad, and bloodshed before awakening. But before we get into tonight's game, let's roll HP for level 6.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Who's
I'm rolling.
first? Do it.
I'm rolling now. I rolled a 1. Plus 1
Oh.
is
You
2.
roll one. You only have a 1 con?
Yeah.
You have the lucky trait
No, it's just we reroll.
We reroll ones.
because they're so disappointing.
I got a 2.
Oh my god.
All right.
The
Here
worst
we go.
roller.
She
What
is.
is that?
All right, Cyrus, what do we got?
I rolled a 4 plus
Yeah.
3.
Nice.
All right, here we go. I also rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Plus 3. Oh, lame.
But you
got a
have
ton
a
of
plus
fun for a
3.
warlock.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5 plus 4.
Okay. So Cyrus isn't the one that's beefing out the most here with
Hang
this
on. Everyone pray for my roll. Oh, it's a 3. I rolled a 3 plus 3.
You're
6.
rolling so good. Mm.
Yes,
Six,
it is. I have an 8.
6 can be the, point between
Yeah, but
being
I rolled a
one-shot
bunch
by
of
an
3s to get here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. It sucks.
Well,
Yeah, I should have taken the average.
Yeah.
Shoot.
maybe you should have.
Is that an option?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
take the average.
What's the
Oh, well.
average?
For
I like to roll dice.
Well, it's
for you that would be a 6.
Too late.
oh well. So
For you that would be a 5.
It would have been a 5.
you also, Venuthra, I assume you before you went to bed, you wanted to identify those 2 items. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't think he took quite as much damage as everyone else. And so he was definitely tired of all of the people and went back to bed. But before sleeping and before that sweet, cool dream, or perhaps early in the morning, he did pull out his tome and begin to identify those items.
Cool. Okay, so the first item is a set of plate armor called Abjurum plate armor. It's actually a metal that's unique to this world, but essentially what you get is
Whoa.
that you get some bonuses to saving throws against magic while wearing
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, shoot.
very cool. Whoa.
it, as it has a kind of an anti-magic property that's inherent to the metal.
Okay,
Ooh.
and what kind of, what's the weight of the armor?
It's heavy. It's plate armor. So
Okay, cool,
it's,
plate
it's 18 AC.
Okay, and there is also a mace.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's a morning star, but it is this white metal morning star with these crystals that stick out from every side. And that is a crystal morning star. So in the game, it would be a crystal blade is what the item is, but I made it into a morning star. So you can just use crystal blade in D&D Beyond if you're wanting to look it up.
Okay.
What does that do, Tyler, for the listeners at home?
I don't remember. That's why.
No, I can look it up real fast.
You want me to read it? I already got it.
Yeah, read it.
Yeah, read it.
Read it.
If you hit with an attack roll using this mace, the target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. The sword has 3 charges and regains 1d3 charges daily at dawn. If you hit a creature with the attack roll, you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the extra radiant. Good lord, Tyler.
Cool.
That's actually pretty
cool.
Pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah, no, it adds an extra d8 of radiant damage, and you can use it to regain health.
Yeah.
Who's our
And
heavy,
also, it glows.
our heavy armor users? Or is that Lynn and Bells?
Yeah.
Is Bell's heavy armor or medium armor?
She's medium right now.
But you could do heavy.
Yeah.
You could upgrade her to a tank.
Yeah.
I think so.
I know.
That is nothing to thumb your nose at.
I think between the mace and the armor, I'd say one of those to each of you.
I mean, are we going to convince Lynn to relinquish one of her trusted blades?
No way. It's
Wait.
not happening.
She's also
Would
got
you get
smite
rid
for
of
that
your
radiant.
armor?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll RP it. But
Okay,
I'll
great.
give it to I'll give it to you know who.
So as you guys are all waking up, Lynn, you wake up in your typical early fashion. Kaya has brought up a tray of breakfast for you.
Nice.
Kind of just mashed oats and what looks to be like fresh apples and other vegetarian options.
Oh, Squire Kaya, I wasn't aware that I communicated my dietary preferences, but it seems you.
Oh, I've done my homework. Yeah,
Oh.
it's not a problem. I'm your squire. It's my job. During your rest, I also scoured your chainmail and polished your swords and whatnot. It's my job.
Oh, that's quite kind. Thank you.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I appreciate it very much. I will take my breakfast in just a bit. I'm going to step outside. And you can see the glass vial kind of moving in her fingers, and she's going to say, I'll be right up. You're welcome to share some of this with me.
Share what?
Have you already had breakfast?
Oh, no. I'll probably go downstairs whenever you take your breakfast and then have some. Is that okay?
Oh, sure. At least, you prepared such a nice meal, or you've brought such a nice thing to me. I don't know if you made it yourself, but
no.
yeah, I you could at least have one of these bites of apples.
Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. She gives her a nod and she's going to continue on.
You go out for a morning stroll, find whatever dew you may find within the city, and make your way back in. The rest of you eventually make your way down to breakfast. No sign of Giorgio, though. It does seem that Remy has made his way down for breakfast as well.
Any sign of Giorgio?
Yeah, he took off pretty early this morning, I think. I heard. Well, I woke up to the sound of him yelling downstairs, and it sounded like he was on his way out because I heard the yelling continue out into the street.
Sure, he does. Do you notice he says everything 2 times? Maybe not everything, but have you noticed that he does that? Have you noticed that he does that?
I think he was just trying to drive his points home, perhaps. Anyways, good morning to all of you.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. He was a weird dude.
Unusual type. Not all halflings are that way, if that's not already apparent to you.
And I'm going to say in halfling. Oh, yeah, I know a few halflings.
Well, that's a treat. He speaks back to you in slightly broken halfling. To you, it would sound like, well, this is makings to be a very good experiences for me and or you.
Oh, I love that. Have you guys seen that video of the of the white guy who was adopted by Chinese parents who speaks English with a heavy Chinese accent. And yeah,
it's weird.
It's weird. That's what that reminds me of.
That's fun.
I've got a coworker.
Sorry, I'm a little rusty on that front. Can do Dwarvish pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
Busts out the most fluent Dwarvish you've ever heard.
oh yeah, I speak Dwarvish too.
As you guys are
A
talking,
fellow aficionado, huh?
I'm something of a polyglot, you know.
I don't know. Anyway, have you a lot come any closer to your decision? I feel that I could be of assistance no matter what you decide, I think.
Actually, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but if we could just have a moment to ourselves to kind of decide what our heading is.
Of course, I'll adjourn. And if you feel that I could help you in any way, I'll be over there.
Well, can we meet when we meet Caldwell? Shall we meet together when we speak to Caldwell this morning?
Oh, that's fine. Oh, where was Caldwell going to be? Here?
as you look up, he is now heading down the stairs quite sleepily, and going over to the booth that he was in previously.
And Vinny's going to turn around. It'll just be a moment. I don't mean to offend. We just may be good for us to regroup and then discuss a few things. And then we are eager to meet you before we meet with Caldwell Baynon. And then Vinny's going to turn around and he said, well, I am famished. And he'll go to the, what do you call it? The Tavern Keep, the Trebuchet Tavern Keep. I forget what his name is. What?
You never asked.
I'm so sorry, my good man. What is your name? You're always here. Do you ever sleep? Bernard. Good to see you again this morning. I would, should I just sit down and order? Tell me, how does the food work? Do I sit down at the table, place the order, pay later? Is it counter service? Are you going to ask a tip before I've even gotten my service? I mean, what's the deal with the gratuity? I'm all confused.
That's a lot of questions. We usually just bring food to people in the morning if they're sitting down. And we have a tab system if you would prefer a tab system.
Bernard, that sounds fantastic.
Okay.
I'll sit down. And so I'll go over to Ellen. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is Delay down too?
She follows Lynn down.
Okay. Good to meet you again, Miss Delay.
Oh, hi. Yeah, nice to meet you. Are we eating? And then I guess I don't know what. Where are we going?
Well, I thought maybe we could take a moment to catch our breath.
Yeah, I believe that's
share
the
some
topic of
things.
discussion right there.
Oh,
That's a good question. Good segue, Delay.
no problem. Yeah, I'll just sit down and I'll observe.
Yeah, I'll slide into a booth, whatever makes the most sense for, that awkward thing where you like look around and you're like, where is everyone? What's my chair? Do I sit in this chair? But what about that person with the big armor? Should they be on the outside? And then I'll do that kind of thing. But
Sure.
We maybe eventually get seated.
A little bit of shuffling around. You're able to sit down.
Cyrus just slides in way too close to whoever he's sitting next to.
It happens to be Lynn.
Oh, good.
Lynn scoots a little farther and
Scoot over.
she scoots a little more. And then notices she's way too close to Vinny. Then just
In fact, it's actually Vinny Alin, Cyrus, and Bells, we're all on one side. We actually just chose one
And Remy is
side of the booth.
I would not have done that.
Anyway, I'm just kidding.
So,
Good.
yes, go ahead. I shan't interrupt.
Oh, well.
Well,
So what's the plan?
I think we need to leave as soon as possible for Ormond.
I don't disagree.
Well, how soon? We did have a little bit of a. Well, we got a lead. We found out a family that is actually missing. So a family that perchance has been abducted. Now I don't know much more than that. So I don't know if it is a lead, but we did find that out.
You're right. Maybe it's best that I just leave for Ormond and you guys take care of the family. But I've tarried quite long. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, do you believe there's going to be, I guess, more of a lead in Ormond? Should we make way there?
I think we should. I think that's our course, and whoever we can help as we're on our way, we can help them, but I think we just need to go.
Yes, that was our plan all along. I haven't really heard anything that is worth deviating from that.
We've had some other things. I can see pros and cons both ways, but I have decided that I think that we should help Lynn take care of her business, and I think it would be better to do that as a group, and especially if you know the warnings that we heard are, if there's any truth in them, and that only pain and heartache awaits us in the Alenko lowlands. I think, well,
Awaits Lynn specifically.
well, then all
Then
the
we
more
should
reason
be
to
there for her.
yeah, all the more reason to stay with her.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. And, well, to be honest, there's plenty of things for me to avoid in Ormond, and I suppose I'm just a bit hesitant to make the venture back. But I do agree. I do want to be there for Lynn, and if,
Quite a large city. There's no guarantee that you'll run into the people you are avoiding.
If you have enemies in Ormond, I shall slay them. If they are evil, of course.
yes.
I mean, you know, Erengul's a pretty big city, but there's a lot of people I haven't run into. I haven't seen Fingers once. He knows I'm in town.
I just want to stop you there. You've seen many people that you know in this town.
I haven't seen Professor Fingers.
You were also told that Professor Fingers actually is in Ormond, if you remember.
He's a man about it.
Well, I haven't seen Frankie Tennis Shoes either. I haven't seen a lot of people.
Nor have I.
Listen, that's fine.
Jimmy spits a lot.
Sure. I have reasons
I
to.
saw Sweaty.
You did see Sweaty. We both saw Sweaty. What a beautiful man.
He's quite an artiste with those pastries, isn't he?
Is that man at Sweeties?
No, it's pronounced Sweaties.
It makes
that
more sense when you
bakery.
meet Sweaty.
Well, I've met him many times. Why would it be Sweaties?
Because that's his name, Sweaty.
His name is Sweaty.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, if you met him, so
I mean, I don't think we exchanged names. Just, hello, I'd like these pastries and was on my way.
I mean, he couldn't talk without the spit from his brow, like spewing from his lips. It was
So that's
quite
man.
His name? Yes, he was quite sweet, and he
man.
sold sweets, and I always thought it was just.
hey, I just went to
typo of
college with the
sorts.
guy.
It's
Oh,
just one of those things.
we hadn't exchanged that information.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Sweaties. I know I said I wouldn't interrupt. I thought it was Sweaties too.
Anyways, the other thing, and I don't know if you remember, but the other thing is that we've actually met a smithy named Dilber, who told us about a Flawed-Bottom family who was abducted. And so, when I think, Alin's mission was very directly linked, and we haven't even investigated the mean lady who seems to be at the bottom of all of this. So that would be the reason. It seems that our single mission has roots in 2 cities, and we are already in one. So I thought, and then this guy Caldwell wants us, anyway.
I will say this: when I left the north and came down here, it was to follow Alin on her mission, and I don't plan to deviate from that. Wherever Alin goes, I plan to follow. I understand if it's not particularly what you are interested in.
I guess I'm just a little confused as to why we are ignoring all of the signs that we are seeing here in the city that we are in. Like, we have leads in Orengal, and it seems strange that we are wholesale not investigating the things that are at the very bottom of the thing that Alin seeks to root out. Maybe you could answer that. I have no idea. It's baffling to me.
I understand my detective work might leave much to be desired, unfortunately. Allow me to clear some of the fog, and then perhaps you can provide your insight. I've never been really good at picking, choosing the path, and I've just tried to do what's right. I've asked, Bahamut for guidance, and frankly, my choice in moving to Ormond is finding that we had a lead there, and that we just it seems to keep getting bogged down with these side tangents and trails. And to tell you the truth, I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about my relations near Ormond and the state of things. I wanted to talk to my father. I wanted to get closer to the heart of the problem. I wanted to see if moving in closer to the heart of the problem would get me closer to some of the root of this corruption, because I felt frustrated with the lack of... everywhere I go, I've been turning up falsely. Every person that I ask can't help me. It seems like everything I turn to has been running dry, and I've been at this for such a long time that I thought that if I just get closer and if I talk to my father about whatever is going on, that it might just help set me straight. But you're right, Vinny. I have not really been thinking about, what's here that we can pursue. I am curious about this mean lady and if she's going to lead us to the source of all the corruption, but my head's foggy, so I'm sure that's why your understanding of my preference is foggy.
I'm sorry. That makes all the sense in the world. And talking to your father is probably of much more import than, finding out who's at the bottom of this mean lady situation. And I see that it's complicated, right? Just like it is for me. I don't want to go to Ormond. I'm avoiding Ormond. I have some unsavory relationships in Ormond, and I know that it seems like I probably wouldn't run into them, but I assure you they will find a way to run into me.
Well,
so
why don't we go ahead and put it to a vote?
Would you feel more comfortable
I
if
don't.
I were your express bodyguard while we were there?
I do feel much more comfortable with everyone at our side that we have here in the Guild of Goodwill.
Well, and you can take Franklin with you if it helps.
Well, thank you.
I put Franklin on his shoulder.
I actually quite like Franklin. Thank you very much. He came looking for me in that tower. I'll never forget his little pitter-patter of feet. The sound of saving grace. No, I'm with you, Bells. I agree. I just don't want to. I just felt like there was work that we were doing, and we were on to a trail, and sometimes I can become a little too focused.
I agree with Alin. I feel like the city, there will always be uncovered stones, and we could stay here for months and uncover them all, but I'm not sure it will get us closer to an answer.
So it sounds like, other trepidations aside, we know our course.
That's
Think so.
Yes, I think we certainly need. It sounds like a hard road.
If you
Maybe
don't
we could
mind,
use-
I have a quick question. Do you mind?
For me?
For all of you.
All of us who are sitting on this side of the table.
It seems that some of your equipment might be a little out of date, dented, etc. If you have,
Time? No.
gold, I could secure some of that for you while you're getting ready to depart.
Concierge services. I quite like this. Actually, speaking on that, we recovered. Do you remember that mace? It's called a
Oh,
crystal
yes.
mace.
Yes, of course I remember it.
Yes, it is. So it's a morning star. Excuse me. The crystal morning star.
Yes.
What it does is it adds radiant damage 3 times, and it recharges at dawn every dawn.
Are you serious?
So actually, it adds radiant damage every times.
You can heal from it 3 times.
Oh no way! What? That's actually bad as a bone.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I want to go to
it's
there.
not really
Oh.
of my, finesse, but I thought of you, Bells. I know that Alin has her swords, so maybe try it out.
Alin, are you sure you wouldn't use this?
Oh, I've been using the same 2 swords since I was training, so I'm more than happy to continue with my worm claw. And
Oh my goodness, I would love this.
Well, we do have that armor.
Yes, and there was the armor as well. It's Abjurum armor, and it's a heavy armor.
Cyrus, you can make an Arcana check if you like.
Oh, I would like
And I'll just put that on the table.
9.
Or History, I forgot to say.
Well, it'd be the same.
Okay. So as you said it on the table, Cyrus, you've heard of Abdrum. You don't really know much about its properties, but you know it's mined in a giant crater in Startype.
Do you know where this comes from, Alin? A giant crater in Startyke.
fascinating.
It is a plate mail, so I don't know who it might be most suitable for, but nevertheless, here it is.
I've got armor that I love very much, and she just down to like her gold armor, and she. What about you, Bells? Would you like an upgrade?
I mean, of course, but the 2 of you wouldn't care for this?
No, too heavy for
Oh,
my
well. I think. Mind if I try it on?
Yes, of course.
It actually protects from magic.
Oh.
Cyrus is going to try on the breastplate, and it's just like he's just kind of buckling under the weight of it a little bit.
Ellen quickly helps finish.
To kind of magically adjust to your smaller frame, but it is heavy.
Mhm.
What do you guys think?
It looks fabulous.
Would it impede your movement during battle?
What movement during battle? Have you seen me?
It may just not be very.
I just stand in one place and go blast, blast, grease them.
It's been a while since we've seen a good greasing.
I know. I need to pull that one back out.
Yeah, that
No,
old
we're
corn
not.
dog. That old corn dog.
Hey, it's come in
Slippery
handy
smooth.
many times.
Yeah, I don't think this armor's for me. And I'm struggling to lift the breastplate back up. But I get it off.
Anyways, if we are going, I think we'll need some more help. And I've been thinking about that Remington fellow. He was able to restore our well-being after that last battle. Do you
Oh,
think-
he's right there. Sorry, I know
He's
He's hard to
sitting
see.
further
You see
away.
Cyrus pointedly pointing at you.
he's harder to see. He's small, but yeah, that's him.
Kaya turns around and looks.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know that he's actually at the table with us though.
Oh no,
Right.
I
Yeah,
dismissed
okay.
No,
myself.
but he points like across the
Oh,
diner
yeah.
to him.
Yes, Remington.
Yes, that was incredibly useful. We could absolutely. Do you think he would really be willing to join us all the way to a new city?
Well, if there is pain awaiting our party in that city, I do think we could use all the help that we could get.
We could ask him, certainly.
I turn to Remington. Remington, will you join us on a quest? A quest of great import. The quest to which I've pledged my life.
Oh, gee.
We've got snacks.
You ever had beacon beans?
No. I would love to. Is your quest is worthy? I trust you. You look like a trustworthy sort.
Oh, do we?
No, not you. I meant her. But what is your quest? It has something to do with that man over there. He gestures at the guy over in the corner. I forgot his name.
Caldwell.
Caldwell.
No, it has nothing to do with that man, but rather. And she takes one of the swords and like holds it to her chest and like begins like arm out in, I don't know, some kind of,
Dramatic motion.
dramatic motion where the anime character explains their backstory. So, Omaewa, when I was my father, ... Anyway, so she gives the rough breakdown of her experience with Bahamut saving her from death, how she, in the only way that she knew, feeling such immense gratitude from fate being twisted to save her life, asked if there was one thing she could do, and Bahamut granted her the quest to take down the Cartagia family.
Quick question. Are you having this dialogue across the room?
Yes.
How long?
I think we've.
does that
everyone's
take?
just listening.
I assume that we've kind of met somewhere in here.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I would say here's the thing: is he sees her starting to do that, and I don't think that he would quite approach the table. I think he's going to sit across the room, not exactly knowing what to do in this specific instance. And since he wasn't beckoned otherwise,
It's happening.
this is going to happen across the tavern.
Then Elin is on the table. Elin is just
Elin,
on the
how
table.
long does this take?
7 minutes.
At the end, Vinny
no.
starts a slow clap.
I would say that kind of by the end of that, Remington is like blushing and sweaty.
No one else joins in on the skull class.
Cyrus is going to go over to Remington and say, all of that? Plus, do you think I can jump and hit the top of that door frame? Then I'm gonna put my hand on top of Remington's head and cast jump on him. Try it.
I jump.
You
And-
easily touch the door frame.
Pretty cool, right?
I think I might have been able to handle that on my own, but I do appreciate that. Yeah, that's great. It sounds all really great. It's grand.
And there's more where that came from.
Now,
I hope so. It sure does sound like there's quite a path ahead, but it does sound like a worthy quest.
I don't know that it would pay as well as Caldwell Baynon.
Who is sauntering over now that there's been this display?
Well, okay, so here's how it goes is in instances where I'm faced with two options, I have to go with the one that I feel will lead to greater good, and I do think that ending what sounds like a organized slave ring that has some urgency.
Yes, ending
No
slavery.
offense at all, Mr. Bainer. I'm sorry, but
Pardon me.
but-
Mind if I cut in?
Mr. Baynon, it
Very
is.
interesting display. Yes, I'm going to sit for a second. You've decided, I assume, not to sign on protection details. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
We have other business. Thank you very much.
No, and Mr. Baynon, I just want to say that your recognition of our talents means a great deal to us. And it bereaves us to not be able to accept your this security detail. And I know that time is of the essence.
How about I pay you 2 days for one? 24 hours, double the pay.
Alin,
Are you going to Oromond?
I wasn't planning on it.
We're going to Oromond. In the next 24 hours.
In the next 24 hours, could I persuade you at the end of that 24 hours?
I don't think so.
I don't think
You
there
could
is
just-
a price.
Well, I mean, are we leaving today?
That was the plan
That was
to
the
leave this
plan.
morning.
To leave this morning.
Okay.
Mr.
I
Bainrow,
do need to run a couple of errands in town before
That's
we
fine.
get going.
That's fine. For you, Venuthra, we can do what you need to do.
Surely not
Then-
24 hours worth of
No, just
No,
need to
right?
go by
How
bare
many
minimum.
hours? Enough time to protect me while I look for other people?
I'm planning
Well-
to go to the flea market. You want to come with me? I'll keep you safe.
Mr. Bainrow,
Peddlers Plaza.
I could accompany you as you seek out more help. If you go down by the momentary missives, I know that a fair amount of agencies like mine own have accounts to get rush deliveries out and such. And perhaps on the way you'll find some recommendation. I'll accompany Mr. Bainra while the rest of you run your errands. It sounds like there's a road ahead that you're not prepared for yet.
Well, actually, I'm headed to Berriman's myself.
And it's actually Mr. Baynon, not Bainra.
Who's Bainra? Stop naming all these people.
That was
beat
from
names.
Out of the Abyss.
Yeah, whoops, sorry. Well, I'm happy to accompany you as needed.
Well, I wouldn't mind going to the Peddlers Plaza as well. I'm sure we could find...
And you know what? You know what? We'll pass by Sweaty's, get you a pastry. You'll love it.
It's the
And
other side of town.
well, I mean,
That doesn't.
it's not that far out of the way if you've had those pastries before.
I have them delivered to my home usually.
Oh well, okay.
You've met your match.
Respect points. You hear, I don't know, the of like the wealthy elite, but engaging in indulgence and convenience. Ellen narrows her eyes, then, tries not to judge. Just does her own thing.
Tell you what, if you accompany me to secure more permanent protection, I will accompany you to the Peddlers Plaza, and whatever you purchase within reason will be on my tab.
Well, okay.
I like to have my bases covered.
And
I see no reason not to agree to this.
That's fine.
We're going that way anyway.
What's our time frame? We need to stick to a schedule, or this could take all day.
It could.
2 hours? 3?
Just enough to do some shopping.
Yeah.
I think 2 or 3 hours is. That sounds reasonable.
Let's say 3 hours max. After that, I'm leaving.
Oromond.
You can come with me.
Should
Or-
we set a meeting place? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Let's
I
meet
didn't
by
mean
the
to
gate.
intrude. Or even throw a we in there. Should you set a meeting place?
No, we invited you. Come along.
Oh,
Do you have horses?
okay.
I can gather them while you're shopping.
yes, that would be. Well,
Where are they
Good.
stabled?
Got mules.
I believe they are at the stables.
Yeah, they're just...
Somewhere by the gate.
They're just
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
So-
by the stables.
We'll
Okay,
meet
well,
Yes.
by the
I'll
stables.
make sure to inquire. How many horses do we got?
3:
3. Okay.
Harrison, Ford, and
Brian.
Brian.
How are the rest of us going to get along?
Wait, do we still have all 3? Did we not lose one?
No,
we got
it was
it back.
Okay.
We go over this every time we talk about the mules. We did not lose
my brain's
one of
not
them.
gonna remember. My baby's in my brain.
I don't have a horse either, so
The cart.
oh,
I'm sorry, the cart. I can't say that as Remy. Remy doesn't know about the cart. Hayden knows that you have a cart.
You're metagaming, Remy.
Oh my gosh.
That's not metagaming. I know that you own a cart. And no,
There's a cart and 3 mules. and
Yeah.
she
All right,
agrees.
all right.
Okay, yes.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. She's going to
Yay.
get the stuff. Wonderful.
She'll get the stuff. We're not going anywhere yet.
So, shall we? To the Peddlers Plaza then.
Yes.
Peddlers Plaza.
Wait, maybe we should get more horses so that we can get there.
To the
quicker.
Peddlers Plaza.
I'm
mean-
sure they'll have horses in the plaza.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're talking while we go. Maybe we should get more horses. Our errand is
Yes.
quick. Yes, makes me sense. All of us get a horse. I don't know.
Yes, perfect.
So, you make your way out of the tavern and head north towards the edge of the Sojourner's Wedge to this kind of open air market that, to you Urangalians, has not closed in known memory. It's always open. But it is this bazaar with all sorts of different tents and kind of covered open air stalls and whatnot, full of things. So whatever you guys are looking for, let me know. You can probably find it here.
Cool. I'm looking for something very specific.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a ventriloquist dummy with glass eyes.
Okay, make an investigation check.
All right. I'm going to use my divination die. That's an 18 plus, what's my modifier on that? I really want this ventriloquist dummy.
I love that you used your fortune
22.
roll
22.
for that.
I knew
find a
exactly
dummy.
where it was.
So you make a couple left turns down kind of a back alley of the Peddlers Plaza and come to a small toy store. And it's kind of under this like red, almost pink now, faded from the sun awning with 2 counters and a wiry-haired old man. Looks to be about in his 80s. Hello, what can I do for you? Oh, lots of people. Hey, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you tell me about this magnificent specimen right here?
Oh, this little dummy?
Well, I mean, don't let him hear you call him that, but yes.
Call me what? It says as he has it on his hand.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes, yes. Well, it's quite beautiful. As you can see, painted face full, painted eyes, mouth, nose, full clothing. Well crafted. Yeah, I can let him go for 8 gold pieces.
Gold, what a bargain. Sure, I'll take him.
Okay.
Does he have a name?
Oh, no, I
Um,
don't name them. I just make them. I carve them.
I'll name him. What color hair does he have? What is he dressed in?
He's dressed in kind of like school clothes.
Fancy lad.
Please tell me like a plaid jacket with shorts.
Oh my gosh.
It is like kind of shorts, but it's like this like nice kind of like velvet smoking jacket school uniform
Nice.
of like this dark green.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
And he's got like dirty blonde hair.
Oh,
and,
absolutely
brown
perfect.
eyes.
Ooh.
I'll name him Ralphie.
Okay, well, it's all
Ralphie.
yours. That's 8 gold. No, I have it. You see him now clock Mr. Baynon and his eyes go wide. Oh, Mr. Baynon. Yeah, sure. He hands over 8 gold.
I'm holding Ralphie. I'm going to turn him over to Mr. Baynon. And I was like, thank you, Mr. Baynon.
Yes, this is quite strange, but
Can you see my lips moving?
yes.
What about now? And I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and have him say, thank you, Mr. Baynon.
Oh, that was impressive.
Perfect.
Performance check, John.
Well, I got what I came for.
I will note that it does have painted on eyes, so you're gonna have to do some alterations if you're wanting.
Okay.
Hopefully, a less strange purchase next, I assume.
I think that it might be wise for us to seek out some potions of healing.
Oh, for sure. Have you been to the Forged Spirals boon?
I have not. I'm actually quite new to Erngol. Only been here for about a day. 2 days.
Well, it's a great magic store.
Yeah, sure. Is it close by? Let's go.
Yes, it's within the plaza.
Okay. I show the way. I will follow you.
Very well. So he shows you kind of back into the main thoroughfare of the plaza. It's kind of like a plus sign of roads that kind of branches out from the epicenter. But close to the center, you see a large, like shimmering blue tint that seems to kind of like glitter. But it is kind of a tint with 4 sides that kind of come up, and then from that it has a shallow peak with a little flag on top that's waving. It seems to have the kind of symbol of a spiral in the center of it. As you enter, it is quite a spacious tent. It is one of the bigger tents, and it is lined with several shelves and what look to be bookcases, featuring all sorts of vials, weapons.
I thought you were saying bookcases full of vile volumes of smut.
Yes, this is actually just a smut shop.
A magic smut shop.
Armors and curious items as well. And in the back, there is a brass-colored dragonborn behind a counter. Welcome.
Hello. Excuse us, but we are the Guild of Goodwill, and we seek donations of healing potions for the poor and disenfranchised.
Make a deception check.
And I'm going to, minor illusion, I'm going to have Ralphie say, poor and disenfranchised indeed.
25.
Oh, that's interesting. Caldwell Baynon speaks up. You do realize I'm paying for this, right? You don't have to grift.
Sure, fine. If you want to pay for it.
He's not a criminal. You guys were so suspicious of him.
Ralphie is going to say to
You
him,
passed the test.
you sure know how to spoil Venuthra's fun.
Oh. Sorry.
All right. Then, sure. Well, we're looking for healing potions. Nonetheless.
If you do, I do donate healing potions, not to children, as they usually don't need healing potions, but I do donate to various mercenary guilds and folk.
Well,
So,
we are rather a new venture, but we are the Guild of Goodwill.
Yes, we're not a mercenary guild, but a guild of goodwill.
Don't
okay.
let her fool you. We do our fair share of mercenary work.
For protection.
Yes, they're actually on protection detail for me right now.
Exactly.
Not for political gain or other nefarious
Well, I'm
reasons.
not here to defend him from harsh words. If I'm not mistaken, we are here to draw weaponry for this man's enemies. So I don't know. We are kind of a mercenary group.
Looking for healing potions.
Yes, we are indeed looking for healing potions for our very perilous journey to the Alonco lowlands, where there is great pain that awaits us.
Oh, that's interesting.
As we go to end a ruin of slavery.
That's
Which
very
will
interesting.
result in much bloodshed.
Have you heard something about this?
No. It's just interesting.
I poke fun. Yes,
it's
we're here to
very-
purchase healing potions.
Well, I'll donate one.
Thank you, and we'll buy 2 more.
2 more, that will be 100 gold pieces. Is there anything else you're interested in while you're within my magnificent boon?
I would be looking for magic arrows, but also any magic weapons.
Sure, magic weapons. You see a pike, you see a javelin, you see a halberd, and a greatsword, and a scimitar, and a staff, and a club, and what looks to be a blowgun.
The halberd and the greatsword would interest me most. Are there not any magical arrows?
You do not see any magic.
That's what I want.
Sorry.
Okay.
So, as you're kind of looking around, you pick up the halberd, and it looks to be just like a standard halberd, but the metal seems to be kind of this iridescent metal. He looks over. Oh, that is just a magically improved halberd. It will aim a bit truer and strike a bit deeper. That greatsword over there, actually, however, is specifically designed to slay dragons.
Oh my, that could have come in handy before. This halberd, what is it made of?
It's just standard metal that I've enchanted.
Wonderful. How much for it?
The halberd? 4,000 gold pieces.
Oh my, that's
It's a +2 for
How much was
all
it again?
intents and purposes. 4,000.
Are you skilled with the halberd?
I'm skilled with many weapons. Trained for many years. However, that's a little bit rich for my blood currently.
No, we
You said
don't.
a 1,000?
4,000.
Four.
If that's the only thing that you're wanting for this 3 hours.
Oh, that's right. We're not paying for this. Oh,
However, there are other items that you could look about. I mean, don't let
Tell
me
us,
tell you
what
how
else?
to purchase things, but
okay, Tyler, tell us what else is in this shop
oh,
that would draw our eye.
sure. There's a +1 shield. There's adamantine splint armor. There's a javelin of lightning. There is some Chaog Tom's ointment, which is a healing consumable. There's the mariner's breastplate, a necklace of adaptation, which is basically like allows you to breathe normally in any environment. There is a wand of secrets, a potion of fire resistance, a potion of greater healing, +1 padded armor, a chain shirt of fire resistance, the Dragon Slayer Greatsword, Giant Slayer Scimitar, hide armor of resistance to acid, leather armor resistance to psychic.
Sorry. This is all going a little over my head. Is everyone catching? Can I tell you what I was looking for, maybe? Or
Sure. I mean, I'm almost done.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'd get the
Sorry.
halberd.
The Staff of the Woodlands, the Vicious Club, an Ioun Stone of Leadership,
What is that?
Stone of Leadership.
What is
Yeah.
a stone of leadership?
and then 2 potions of Supreme Healing and a +3 blowgun. And
Interesting.
Ioun Stones are these little stones that will orbit your head while activated.
Ooh.
For the Stone of Leadership, it is basically this stone that increases your charisma score by 2 to a maximum
Oh
of
my gosh.
a maximum of 20, and it is marbled pink and green, and it's a sphere.
It increases what?
Increases your charisma by 2 to a maximum of 20. In addition, all Ioun Stones, they. Oh no, never mind.
Okay.
But it increases
so
your,
if you have
your
20
charisma by 2.
If you have 20, it won't help.
No.
Just curious. Is there? Excuse me, sir. Is there any armor that fit my frame? I use light armor that would help me to avoid undue duress.
Um,
I need something to protect me.
there is
That leather armor?
If you are allowed medium armor, there is some medium armor, and then we do have some leather armor of resistance to both fire and psychic damage.
Interesting. Nothing to help me avoid the pain of the blade, so to speak.
No cloaks of protection, if that's what you're after. But I believe
I could very much
one of you
use.
already has one.
I could very much use a higher armor class. However you say that in medieval speak.
I would suggest buying better armor. It seems you don't have as good of armor as you might.
So I don't need something magic. I just need something better.
That would be my suggestion. Or you can wait. I can make something custom.
We don't have much time to wait,
Yes,
unfortunately.
it does take quite some time with custom orders.
Well, how much is a potion of greater healing?
Potion of Greater Healing will run you 150 gold pieces.
What if I trade you our 3 potions that we purchased, that I already said? Could we just do one and I'd pay you 2/3 the price?
I can just get you one of those potions.
Let's just take them all. We could certainly use them.
I think there is only one, but we'll take them.
There are-
Oh, yes.
All
Take
4.
all 4 of them, yes.
Yes, and again, if you're not getting the expensive halberd, I could also get you the 2 potions of superior healing as well.
I would like that halberd, honestly.
Okay,
You are armed to the teeth.
well then, we will need to drop the healing potions. I believe 4,000 is probably my cap for 3 hours of protection. That's
Okay, I'll buy that greater healing potion. And I would just like take out some gold kind of and just like slam it like, here you go.
We do have party funds. It's not necessary.
That's fine.
very well. One
Oh,
halberd,
okay.
please.
Bells, you seem a bit irritated. Are you okay?
Oh, yes, we're in a hurry and I'm anxious about Ellen's family and her journey, and I don't want to.
There's nothing deeper going on?
I mean, there's many things going on, but why dally if there's no need?
If there is a jewelry case or anything, Cyrus is going to be looking for something along the lines of a glass eye.
Okay. You don't see any magical glass eyes, but you do see in a components case there are glass eyes available.
I'm going to buy one.
It's worth 100 gold. Is that
100 gold.
Okay. So if you want to fork over 100 gold, you also catch in the corner of your eye a wand.
What's the wand?
Oh, that's the Wand of Secrets. Essentially, it allows you to detect secret doors or traps.
Interesting.
It is very interesting, but I think just the glass eye will be sufficient for me.
Very well. 1 glass eye. You're buying a potion of greater healing. Are you also buying the 3 potions of healing?
No, that will not be necessary. We actually already have a couple on hand.
Very well. And then the halberd for Mr. Baynon. Is that correct?
I believe that
Yep.
sums it up.
And I don't mean to look down, but I did want to express magical items. Many of them require you to attune to them. If you already have some, as it seems you do, you might keep that in mind going forward. But let me box all of this up for you.
Thank you.
And he produces a small box from below the table and puts everything in it. The halberd, he puts it in a very long box and hands it over to you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh, I think that would be all. Anyone else?
I've got what I was looking for.
What's the glass eye for? I'm curious.
Oh, I have some ideas.
I get it.
Anybody want to stop by Sweaty's?
Yes, I do need to make a drop by the Berriman's momentary missives. And it would be nice to have an upgrade to my armor. Perhaps I could visit Dilber? Would he be the person to visit? Or is he just arms?
He had armor in his shop for sale.
Okay.
Are you looking specifically only for light armor?
I'm looking, for light armor, like +1 something. Anything to
What do you have right now?
Not light armor. Like leather armor.
You could get studded
I
leather.
mean, studded leather
Leather's the
would bump
upgrade.
you up by 1,
Okay.
and that's only 45
I
gold.
think technically all of y'all have armor that you could buy that's better than what you're wearing.
I don't,
Not
I don't
me.
think I do with the cloak of protection.
Not you, but all of you armor wearers.
Okay.
Not monk or.
So what would be 2 levels up? Can we do 2 levels up?
I think studded leather's the best light armor you got.
Okay, well then I'm going looking for that wherever that would be. Maybe Dilber.
Sure.
But I don't know if we're in Palmer Corner or anywhere close to
You're
that.
not, but you can make your way there.
Okay, and then not having
I can stay with this guy if we want to.
Barrowman's is in the district you're in currently. If you want to stop there first.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So is that where you wanted to head?
Yep. Yepperoonies.
Okay. You go back into the Bearman's momentary missives, and there's that balding man that was there last time, named Carlton. Welcome.
Hi, I know it's not been much time since we last spoke.
One day, I believe.
I just have to stop by and check to see if there's been any more mail for Venuthra or for the Peace.
It's
or
a
for-
bit early. I would have forwarded it to your residence if I had gotten it.
I assumed as much, but I had to come by and check.
Check back in the next 3 days or so.
I believe our errand takes us elsewhere in the next 3 days, so it may not be necessary.
Well, do you need me to forward it elsewhere?
Yes, could you send it to Oromond?
Sure, isn't it coming from Ormond?
I believe so. It's hard to say. But
Well,
a little bit of a return to Cinder or just to the... Could you send it to Barrowman's in Oromond, please?
Yes, return to sender. Yes. He flips open his large book and writes down ROS next to Venuthra, silver piece.
Okay, and I also need to send something else myself.
Oh, okay. What do you need to send?
I want to send something to Alinar. Would that be okay?
Oh, we don't service Alinar.
Just... I guess he would have known that, I guess. No mail in or
there's
out.
there's no Barrowman's momentary missives in Alinar.
Okay, this is player asking because I don't know the world as well as you do. How would he send messages or packages or something to Alinar?
They have a courier service within their territory, but that's about it. Really, when you would send stuff home, it would be you pay one of the folks from Ormond to just go. There's not a formal method.
Okay. So you would just have to find somebody who
Yeah.
would do some freelance
Basically.
running for you.
Do a mail route personally.
Okay. If I don't know, would he know how to look for those types of people, I suppose?
Vinny?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Fine,
plenty
that's
of people in Ormond, he would send.
Need to do it from Oromond. It would
Send a
make sense to
correspondence.
send somebody from
Ah.
Oromond. So,
If you're
then-
looking to get a message to Alana, you might check with the embassy. They might be able to get in contact.
I don't think that it requires that kind of an errand. I just wanted to offer my mother some insurance that I was still alive in all of this commotion. But never mind. We shall get a message to her soon enough.
Sure. Well, have a great day. Ketra, bless you. Yes.
I'm going to go back to my accounts.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
Do you mind if we stop by the Amnesiac's pub on your way to Dilbur?
Might not be a bad idea. We can scope things out for the mean lady.
So yes, if we want to head there, that would be beneficial for me as well. I'm looking to hire people, and I might find ready swords there.
I believe the last time we were there, we found those types of folks in plenty.
Less than savory than I'd prefer, but I am in a pinch.
I again, we do apologize for not being able to make ourselves available. However, our need is urgent.
It's okay. I got myself into this. Yes, let us go. So, he's gonna start heading towards the Amnesiac's pub. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh,
All right.
Abrupt.